Good evening, TAs and tenured professors, and welcome to another soul-munching chapter of Blood from a Stone, a tale of love and dread in RPG. My name is Philip, I am your Dread Master, and with me are your highly talented, extremely engaging, and always on players. Say good evening, players.
Good evening.
And again, this is the only night that happens. This past Monday, or was it 2 weeks ago? Basically, at some point, I just give Dan one to say by himself because no one else will do it. Tuesday, forget about it, as they say in New Jersey. Forget about it.
Yes, that's totally how it's pronounced.
Everyone,
Correct.
it is so happy. It is so happy to see you tonight.
It is so happy.
We were just, and I'm actually going to do a thing that is probably counterproductive to how much I was haranguing everyone to, like, let's get going, get on stream here. But Lauren, if you would like to continue speaking about musical biopics, you are welcome to do so.
No, that was it. I was just saying that Dan has not experienced a lot of the musical biopics that were integral to the development of my brain, which I feel like
and this sounds like the kind of rant that Philip might start the stream on during a Monday, but I think that biopics are an inferior form of movie.
I mean, they're terrible, but they're awesome. I don't even think they're awesome. Musical biopics
suck.
Did you watch Elvis, Lauren? The Baz Luhrmann
No.
Elvis? It's supposed to be kind of good. It's supposed to be like long.
I want to. I'm talking about the ones from the late 80s, early 90s.
I follow you.
Early to mid 90s. What's love got to do with it?
Nothing.
Great Balls of Fire and La Bamba.
And Selena.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, you didn't even say the one that's the most important.
Selena is not a musical biopic. It is just about the queen mother of my life.
Yeah, I don't think you can get an unbiased opinion from Lauren on that.
Yeah, like Selena is in a realm of its own. Dan, have you seen Selena?
No.
Why would you expect him to have upon all the other
once in a while, Dan pulls out a reference.
The Midwest. There's nothing in my life that would have led me to see Selena.
I mean, I was raised by we won't talk about my mother, but I still saw it.
I'm trying to think of others from that time period, because I feel like there's a couple that we haven't said from that time, but you know, it's
are we like playing top like that or something, because we're really rambling.
No, I felt bad that I cut people off, and I thought
I actually finished what I had to say. I just brought it back.
Okay. Well, anyway, guys, this has been super fun.
But now we've got 4 movies for Dan to watch.
I have so many movies for Dan to watch.
Or 4 movies for Dan to maybe skim the Wikipedia plot summaries of.
No.
Not even that. Philip, I'm an honest man. I'm just going to say, I'm going to put a... Oh, yeah. Oh, that's hot stuff right there.
Mm-hmm. Now, this Dan reads every time. The dread clock sits at the hour of 11. The stroke of 11. Now, I would love to have a dread storm tonight, but I'm going to be honest with you, my friends and neighbors. There's a part of me that would rather not have a dreadstorm tonight, because next week is chapter 91. Now, Lauren, I know that you are an expert at math, but what is 7 times 13?
91.
That is correct.
Awooga.
So next week is a multiple of 13. So that's exciting. And it's always really cool when there are dread storms on those. So perhaps we'll have one tonight. Great.
What if we do both?
If it happens, it happens. We would need a lot of luck rolls to be made tonight, and a lot of said luck rolls to have the 1 in 13 chance.
No, thank you, please.
It's also National Pecan Day.
I believe, according to half the country, you mean National Pecan Day.
There are 4 pronunciations though. There's pecan. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's the P and pun, the con and can.
Hey, and then also I think I believe it's pronounced picante.
I'm leaving.
All right. So,
what's pecan?
she can't with us any longer.
I just call them walnuts and confuse everyone. Like, can I get some of that walnuts? Can I get some of that walnuts? Can I get some of that slightly off walnut pie? And they're like, no, it's pecan. No, it's pecan. And then they fight, and I'm out of it. So let's talk about what had happened in this game. Oh, I just saw. Sorry, Sophie. Oh, so I'm not okay. I'm gonna say the following by saying I am not trying to drive Sophia away, but I do need to real quick before we get into the recap of this, just announce the most disturbing thing that's happened, which was on our last Tuesday game, when the group was sitting and talking to a bull who could speak, who was at their table eating hay. And then somebody brought them bread and butter, and I was like, oh, weird. So there's butter, but there's a bull here. What's going on there? And this led us to start talking about, like, pornographic encounters with talking cows who are like, oh, hi there, farmer. Did you need to... And that led to somebody saying, this led to Jeremy going, step farmer, what are you doing? And that... So anyway, just very udder-centric step farmer porn is just something that does exist on this channel in an overall sentence. Yes.
Why wouldn't you just
the height of
butter? Did they goat butter make everyone's life easier?
Because
That's true. They're related, though. Like cousins.
Because this stream is the height of utter eroticism.
There we go.
There is...
Out. Leave now.
That was a good one and terrible at the same time. There is... I have not read it. I want to make that very clear. There is a novel.
Smut again. Okay.
It's not mine. I haven't read it. It's in my TBR list to be read. Morning Glory Milking Farm.
I mean, Rule 34, people. Rule 30.
Okay.
I don't necessarily want to read it, but I have to.
Yeah, I'm sure you really don't want to, and you're doing this just,
It's not my thing.
Remind me to send you the most cracked out crackfic I've ever read on AO3.
It's like you're pulling a real Austin Powers. This kind of thing ain't my bag, baby. One book titled Swedish Penis and Lodges. This kind of thing is my bag, baby, by Austin Powers.
That it's interesting how rough some subsequent Mike Myers content is, because like Austin Powers, he really that was just really where he was hitting all. He was just really, it was all working for the guy. All right, yeah. Let's talk about this game. I'm sorry to bring up Step Farmers, but let's discuss what has happened in this, because we have some players who hadn't been here, and also just as a recap for us, we are now following one Medina Lake, who for some reason, I will go ahead and sort of reveal this. Medina Lake, as I think most people assumed, is unique among player characters in the history of Blood from a Stone. She finds herself at Darkmoor College. She is there with some other students, all of whom have international accents and flair. Among them, Sophie Pellicule, a film studies major. We have Friedrich Ducat, a sort of like, I'm just going to say science. I know it's much more specific than that. And ihre Bruder, Felix Ducat, who is a poet, but has been silent of late on account of when they were attacked during a horror surge. These students have all had characters from books here in Holdfast Hall summoned into life, but unlike in Medina's experience at a place called Hampstead Hall and some other thing on some other night, she finds these characters different. Their summoning can happen sort of almost... Their summoning is more a threat than a goal. They also are violent. They are not beholden to help these people, and they can leave the premises, which that was very surprising for her to find out. The group, she decided that she wanted to learn more about this dread, where she thinks she finds herself after having a very uncomfortable conversation with someone named the Provost on a phone. Consequently, she tried to find Rawlings, a name she knew of, a previous player character from this game. She was unable to find him when researching Voluptua, but she did encounter, she and Friedrich in their research came to someone named the Visionary. At least that's the only way she was referred to in the sort of like letters to penthouse style erotica that featured her. They considered summoning her, but and though they both succumbed to the disease of horniness, and were able to
a moral
resist.
failing, right, Philip?
What's that?
A moral failing.
A moral failing. It was a moral failing about their
Or
parts.
oral, depending on where the night goes.
Well,
If you're horny enough, you're not gonna fail at that.
Yeah, I don't know. College students, it could go either way if it's a failing, or maybe they'll. You know what? It's the time to figure it out. Anyway, so
It's boring. It's normal now.
Yeah. In any event, they studied for this character. They decided not to immediately get her. Medina had some pretty intense conversations with the librarian Joe Hook, who was kind of confused at their presence where in a restricted area of the library, and the fact that she had a lot of the endowment of the school on her person, what she knew as inspiration, what she later learned are called dread coins, very creatively. We did have Medina say, when Friedrich maybe says, maybe don't berate everyone all the time, Medina did deliver the now classic line, "I'm not berating him, this is just how I talk." Hashtag Medina the character, hashtag Lauren in real life.
I don't berate people, I just...
Yeah. So
Good night, everyone.
However, basically deciding to, like, maybe try to, smooth things over with him. Also one thing that was sort of mentioned last week, I just want to sort of mention it clearly. There is apparently an occult studies program here at Darkmoor College, and he said they are the people who maybe know more about dread coins and all that stuff. Medina, having already taken some coins, gave the coins to him for safekeeping in the safe since he was worried about them walking away. Medina asked if there were any characters he would like them to summon. He said he's always found the Ostler from sort of the classic The Ostler's Tale to be a very interesting figure from the Holdfast cycle, which I think Medina, because she took a, folklore studies, you probably had some degree of feeling like this is like almost the equivalent of like a Canterbury's Tales or something, like a Canterbury Tales style thing. Mm-hmm. He said the language was archaic, and sure enough, both she and Friedrich really could not get through the book, especially since both of them were just so hopped up on their own hormones upon reading it. So they really did not make any progress in learning about the Ostler or a horse named Goldie, who was also a girl, and the many failures there. And it's so that remains as something they could look into. But instead, she and Friedrich eventually decided to summon the visionary, a woman in her 40s with her hair in a messy bun, rugged outdoor clothing, though it showed off a lot of skin, with a camera around her neck, someone who, if this were a movie, you look like a movie, or for a TV show, you would recognize as the person who killed one S.A. Rollins. But she was very unsettling. She seemed to be able to, like, detect thoughts to some degree. She mentioned taking a picture of Medina and Jason. This caused Medina to basically run screaming from the room. We also, Sophie, we had many arguments in NPC form of Friedrich and Medina would leave somewhere, and Sophie would say, stop leaving me behind, and Felix would say, I think it's more they're leaving and we're not immediately following. So anyway, yeah, that was the running stuff there. But as we went through, Medina kind of freaked out, explained that she fears she is in a dreadland. She fears this place is running on dread. She learned a little of that back at Oakshire University. And basically Friedrich and she began wondering if the students could, if the characters or even students could leave this College of Darkmoor. Wednesday, not Medina, and if I call Wednesday Medina, I will probably throw another thing because it makes me so mad every time I do it. But Wednesday,
I think you should have to move the clock back if you do that.
I agree.
Well, no, I think you should move the clock up if you do that.
Yeah, no,
because how horrible is that? How horror-inducing is that?
It really induces my horror, guys. There's one thing that induces all my horror. As we enter sort of this game, basically Wednesday suggested she would be very interested in attempting to leave the university grounds. And she also told Medina that she can't read her mind. And Medina, I think, accepted that, realizing that perhaps that is something only that visionary can do. Perhaps some element of her artistic insight allows her to detect the thoughts of her subjects for her photography. Which, as you guys recall from the very steamy stories of her, I don't know, taking pictures of people in showers and things, it was very, yeah. So, all that being said, we leave with you having decided. It is now like 10 a.m. It's pretty early. We basically begin with you deciding to maybe head. Actually, it's a little later than that. No, you guys study for a couple of days. It's like noon. Everyone, whatever you currently have, that is how much power you have. In this game, we don't have to roll luck ahead of time. You'll simply roll your d13s. So woohoo to that. But at this time, we are going to begin. I'm trying to decide. So Lauren, we've already done with you. Could Dan and Liv please both roll me a d13?
Why, Philip? You know there is nothing I would rather do tonight.
Shut up. Shut up.
I get it.
Oh, so close. That's a 6.
6. So close. Yeah.
Well, I mean, on the die, it's the 6,
I
and then
follow.
the 13 is right next to
I
it.
follow.
that's fair.
Whatever.
In the way that, like, sometimes you can roll a 2.
Are you fucking kidding me?
You roll a 13?
Yeah.
Do you roll a 13?
Yes.
Well, the cool thing about a 13 here
God
is
damn
that there's no chance of a horror surge. 12 is the hardest one to do. I'm just gonna have it be it's like gonna be 12:20 because in case you didn't notice, it's not a real clock since there's 13 numbers, so the hands don't line up how I'd like them to.
I don't like this. That's twice now I think I've opened the game with a 13.
It is. So thank you for
There was
doing
one
that.
game I rolled like 5.
Yeah, I've seen some.
Gotta pump those numbers up, Lauren.
Some big
Oh.
ones. Okay, and also, unfortunately, though you rolled a higher number, you do lose. So because 13 is the dread. So we will not be starting. I had 2 options for opening quotes today, for our opening invocation. We will not be starting with one from the Ghoul, 1934, 79 minutes. Instead, we will be starting with a different one. This is the invocation for chapter 90 of Blood from a Stone. Hip roll, drop, whip your hair, and slink up slow, 7, 8, and deep plie, hand sliding down, and grind, 7, 8, and up, 2, 3, 4, and body roll, and from here it's just body rolls until they bring out the pictures. Okay, I didn't do that quite at the right time. I think I was supposed to do the tempo the whole time. I forgot. Hip roll, drop, whip your hair, slink up slow, 7, 8, and deep plie, hand sliding down, and grind, 7, 8, and up, 2, 3, 4, and body roll, and then from here it's just body rolls until they bring out the pictures. You guys, but now you can do it. Now you
That's
can
a
do
long up.
Now you can do the dance.
Awesome.
Oh yeah, it's like a real slow, like
It's a,
yeah,
So then you
that
have
like
your
sliding
hand
your
up.
hand up. Yeah, that's it. You got it. You
Or
got
I'm
it.
going to assume I can do a body roll.
And body roll.
Dan, you can't do a body roll.
I can do. I mean, when I did bachata in college, I was able to do a pale facsimile of one. But
If body rolls is eating rolls out of girls' belly buttons like it's body shots, then I can do body rolls.
Oh my god.
body rolls is what the horny Wednesday would make.
Oh my god.
They're little tiny rolls.
I'm just imagining like little teeny tiny cinnamon rolls.
I am not.
It was
I am
real.
imagining like stuffing a roll like cartoon style where it's like atom bombing out of the top of a girl's belly button.
No.
And you
Welcome
gotta
to
go.
our first time chatters here tonight.
That's
Oh,
a
yeah.
body roll. So sometimes the things I say are cool. All right, so with that,
Horrible.
Medina,
Yes.
welcome to
What is wrong
class.
with us?
Wednesday has said she will join you in a trip off campus. Friedrich, I'm assuming Sophie is interested in attempting this as well. I guess we kind of had her and Felix not really saying what they were going to do. But there are other characters. There is now the Visionary. There is Wednesday. There is the Ghoul. There is the King Bee, whose appearance in the place terrified everyone. And there is, of course, the Voluptua Bikini Team Dancer, who maybe that thing I read today has a little something to do with.
What was her name again?
The Voluptua Bikini Team Dancer?
Yeah.
The Voluptua Bikini Team Dancer.
Oh, she doesn't have a name?
We
so
actually
far.
haven't asked.
Wow. So did you even pass the Bechdel
I'm sorry.
test?
No, the Voluptua Bikini Team Dancer, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. VBTD. No, that is her name. Also, this game never passes the Bechdel test because all you and Lauren talk about is guys. Okay, so
That is not true.
then it passes. We
I'm gonna
did
call
it.
her V. We call her V. I'm gonna call her V.
Yes, we love V on this channel.
Yeah.
God damn it, Dan.
No, that's also Lauren has a character named V in another
Yeah.
name.
love
That was my first thought with that one.
Her name is the Voluptua Bikini Team Dancer. I don't know what to tell you guys. And body roll, 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 pictures. Okay. So there are those characters plus the Visionary. So now there are, and two of them are Voluptuan, which, I mean, I guess it's college students, so it's only natural. You could have had
Spring
Dr.
break.
Boers. You could have had the Ostler, but instead we have drilled down on the ones who like to get drilled. Shall we? I guess I'm basically asking, as you guys sort of like decide you're going to leave campus, who it is you plan on taking of the characters.
I would like to take the Voluptua team. What?
Voluptua Bikini Team Dancer.
Bikini team dancer. I would like to take her because she held it down in the battle against the sailor stuff.
Yeah, and
Totally.
maybe I know Wednesday is she is attired more normally, relatively speaking, to perhaps a ghoul. So she might be someone else we can bring along.
Yeah.
Wednesday seemed interested in going, so sort of she will. But if do you want to bring that Visionary photographer as well? I guess.
No,
really, okay,
absolutely
so,
not.
So you're going to
No.
leave the Visionary here with the Ghoul. With let's see. So staying in the library are the Ghoul, a giant bee, and a photographer, an old Joe Hook. Nothing bad will happen to that guy.
Wait, can
Sounds like a good photo shoot.
no, we're not.
No, not no. I eagerly anticipate the photos.
Yeah, I
Do you
think
know
maybe
about
you do not
photography?
want to- No, maybe maybe you do not want to see these pictures.
Yeah.
So far, you
she-
haven't seen any of her photos, and you two really have no reason to suspect her photos or anything.
That's fair.
other than-
Okay, so what? Are you just? She's
You're
giving
not
off
the
a creepy vibe.
She is giving. That is fair. All
Yeah.
right. Well, Wednesday and the Voluptua Bikini Team Dancer is very quick to sort of, and she always comes when she's called. They are sort
Called
of
what?
here. Yeah. Called like pretty much anything. Oh, body roll. It's hard to do in a chair, but I can do it. I can do a lot of things in a chair, believe me. But usually I'm facing the other way.
Okay.
This is the skill. I suppose.
And hip circle. Deep plie.
Okay. Let's not. And I'll like gently tap her elbows to bring her back up and be like,
Yeah,
We're not-
please. I need to get out. I need to get some fresh air.
yeah,
Absolutely.
let's not do the deep plays. Let's hold our choreography
I love being outside
when
where
we get-
people can see me dance. It's amazing.
back in the. We're not going to be dancing outside. We're just going to go look. Maybe she should stay.
Medina, I dance everywhere. I thought you just said you wanted me to come with you.
Okay, if you can like tone down the dancing, that
Understood.
would be perfect.
Just little
Okay,
moves.
so
Can you be still like good girl?
If they're asking me to pose, I absolutely can. Okay, so anyway, duck face. At this point, Wednesday says, "I shall bring some English muffins with us."
Yeah,
To
thank
to
you.
sustain us
Sure.
if necessary.
yeah.
They are,
Vielen Dank.
They are uncut and untoasted.
Okay. Okay. Let's head out then.
Perkins.
This will be a very fun excursion. A bit of a
Frederick. Yeah.
It's Friedrich. It's,
Friedrich. Sorry. Do you have a dorm around here? Do you live on campus?
Yeah, you have a dorm. So does Sophie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Why don't we start with going to Friedrich's dorm? Just to see what's going on over there. Just kind of a checkpoint.
Okay. You are able to
Fine.
leave. So if Friedrich, if you're going to lead them to your dormitory, you guys exit. It is a sort of, cloudy day. It's actually, given that it's 12, it is raining already.
That reminds me of Paris.
And there are moments as you guys are walking that the voluptuous bikini team dancer, she'll just kind of like pause as it looks like she's in slow motion as the rain's hitting her, and just whip her hair and get it.
Does she have a chair so she can do a flash dance moment?
It's more that she'll just do that on a bench. She'll move the bench somehow. It's weird. Anyway, but Wednesday is just sort of kind of slowly walking, and with a little basket and kind of hunched over. But you guys make it to Friedrich's dormitory. You can enter if you
Well,
like.
Friedrich and Felix, I'm assuming.
Are they roommates? Are Friedrich and Felix roommates?
We live in a suite, yeah, so we do live together, but
Oh,
separately.
you don't have the bunk bed? I assumed you would use
So
the,
did
you
I.
seemed like you would
Since
use the bunk bed.
we are not freshmen, and so we have slightly nicer accommodations than that.
Yeah, I just assumed one of you would be at top. It's fine.
I don't like what you are insinuating about the relationship between me and my brother.
I don't know what you are talking about. And is that not how you say?
If I may, sir, she is French, and therefore it is always very difficult to understand. But they often mean worse than they say, but often they don't mean what they say. I'd pay no mind.
Yeah, I am quite aware of this.
You are German, which I also do not care for, sir, but the French are worse.
The one is far worse, I would say.
Actually Austrian.
Oh, Austrian. There is such a huge difference between them after all, sir.
Yeah, we were once part of a proud empire for many centuries.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, it looks like they can definitely be pretty far from the library, so...
You're still on campus.
Yeah.
Yes. But
So,
you have made it to there.
And I'll I'll go to the dancer and sort of look at her and see if she's turning in see-through or something. Just, can you turn around?
Yes. And she just starts doing really good on what's it called when you spin on toe?
A pirouette.
She's pirouetting like crazy, and in the rain it's flipping water everywhere.
Okay.
Well, is she staying in one... I guess pirouette, Shanae turn, whatever.
She's doing if they're different, she's doing them both for you.
Okay.
And she's also doing a lot of turn around and then rapid look over her shoulder at you like that.
Okay.
Oh, it's spotting as she does the
Actually, I'm gonna roll a luck roll for myself. Ooh, I roll a 13, which means I can do what I want out of 13. For you guys, it's always bad and a thing. For me, it's just fun. She keeps doing that, and a student nearby, is on a scooter, and he sees her, and he's not paying attention, and he goes over a thing and falls off and breaks his neck and seems to have died.
Okay, we're leaving now.
We
Is there a place that you like to go off campus? I haven't been here for long enough to explore.
I would like for Friedrich and Sophie to please roll a flat intellect.
Man.
That is your blue.
No matches.
Sophie?
Oh, I thought it was just Friedrich and
No, yeah, you can do one as well. It's your intellect, which is the blue one. which for you is
3.
3.
This is 2 4s.
2 4s. Music, harmony. You're thinking to, thinking of the arts. You're thinking of things. It's funny. You can clearly recall many occasions being off campus, but you can't think of a specific one. There's no most recent time. It seems like you've just been working real hard here at school.
Yes, I am here to study. The Americans do not take their studies very seriously.
Well, yeah, but there's got to be a pizza place or even a. How old are we? Yeah, we're over 21, right? Yeah, we can go to bars in college towns over 18. There's a bar or something.
And Sophie, there is a movie theater in town. The Rogue Theater. You've definitely been there, but you can't think of the last time.
It was not a very good movie.
Okay, Friedrich?
There's places up and down the streets. Most of my studying I do in the libraries on campus because it just is more conducive to a quiet learning environment.
Of course.
But I'm sure that if we walk around, there are many such stores and storefronts and cafes off the campus.
But nothing specific that you can think of except for Sophie's movie theater. So do you know how to get there?
Yes, I
leave campus. Yeah, it's not that hard.
What?
I would imagine. Do I know how to get to the movie theater?
You do. It's you're pretty sure it's out the Paradise Gate.
Oh no.
Oh, it's this way. This.
You can guide them there without much issue.
Good.
And
are we going to the movies? I do not think movie always helps me.
I don't think we'll watch a movie, but let's just go check it out. Since you guys don't get off campus much, it might be nice. Also, we can see what's going on.
So you head to the gates. You can see the little porter building is there, and one of the porters wearing their sort of hats. I don't know if my players are familiar with Oxford Cambridge porters, if you guys know about that idea. But there's basically these people who wear they wear old-fashioned hats basically, and they have these porters lodges at the entrances, and they're responsible. You get all your mail from them. They take your bags.
It's
places.
like a doorman. Yes.
Sort of a doorman for the whole college. Yeah, that's the idea.
Yes, and they have the funny hat.
Yeah. They're kind of sort of bowler type things. Yeah. You can look up collegiate porters. But as you reach the gate, you see there is a porter. Currently on duty. He's an older individual. Just a sort of a man, probably in his 60s or 70s. Sort of standing up as you're approaching, and he'll sort of step out and say, "Yes. Were you wanting to pick up a package?"
Oh no, we're just going to the movies.
Do we know his name?
You're leaving campus. I make a luck roll.
Can we all make one?
Nah, just Sophie. She
Just
goes off
me.
campus more than you.
Where is luck? It's under.
Luck is at the top. There's a D13.
Damn it! No, that's why Dan wanted to do a luck roll.
Precisement.
Jesus Christ! I dropped it. No, where'd it go? 2.
2. As it happens, you do not know the name of this gentleman. You've probably seen him once or twice, but you've never learned his name. Oh yes,
Rude of me, but not
you
surprising.
want to leave campus?
Yeah.
Yes, we are going to the movie theater.
She's a film student.
Oh, yes, of course. Well, if you would prefer, I'm sure we could request any film canisters or video cassette tapes be delivered here if you don't want to leave.
No, we would like to go. They have never seen, and the screen is bigger.
Wait.
Good.
What about DVDs?
Well, yes, I suppose.
What is
Those
DVD?
are those hollow disc things I've heard about. Yes, I'm sure we can have those delivered if you'd prefer.
Wait a minute. And she'll turn to Sophie and say, "You don't know what a DVD is."
No. This is some new form of film.
What about
Should I know?
streaming? Have you ever seen anything on streaming?
I don't go to the river very much.
Yes,
Oh,
I'm not
boy.
sure what that means.
Okay. And she'll turn around to the porter and say, "Yeah, I don't think you're gonna be able to get what we're looking for, so we'll just head over to the movies." And she'll try to walk past him.
Oh well, yes, well, be careful out there. It's very safe on campus, or relatively safe, but you know.
But it's unsafe out there.
Well, yes, to some extent. Many of our students appreciate the safety that Darkmoor College provides, but you're of course welcome to go where you wish. You're all adults.
Well, what should we keep an eye out for out there?
Anything, I suppose. Anything that might do you harm. It's a scary world, is it not?
I think there are things that will do us harm on campus right
Yeah.
now. I'm not so worried.
Yeah.
Are they students as well? He sort of gestures to the voluptuous bikini team dancer and Wednesday, who, are wearing costumes. One of them is in a bikini, and the other is...
They're transfer students from another place.
Theater.
They must have come in through the Ignador gate, I see. Yes, of course.
The what?
The
Do I
know
Ignador
about-
gate.
Do
Do I
we
know
know
about
this
the different gates on
Ignador gate?
campus?
There are a couple different gates on campus. Yeah, that's a term you've heard, certainly.
It's
Do I
like a
know
term
how
we've
many?
heard, but we've never really questioned.
Yes, hey, there we go. Now everyone's getting into it.
Which other gates are there?
Oh.
And I will say this rings a bell to Medina because she just kind of was there. So the fact that he said somebody came in through a gate, that's why she's like,
Well, there's the Paradise Gate. There is the Ignador Gate.
Uh-huh.
There is also what they call the Old Gate.
Yes, what is the old...
Just 3?
Mhm.
What kind of students come from the old gate?
Oh, students come from any gate, of course.
Right, but you said that they look like they're from Ignador.
No, I did not see them here, so I assume they came through Ignador.
So this is the
Paradise. It's like written like Paradise Gate, above it.
right. Of course. We will just head there. This heads into town then.
To Paradise.
Right. And Ignador, that's another town or city, place,
Yes,
park?
I suppose it is named for, perhaps it's named for a trustee of the school or a street that awaits on the other side.
Of course. Well, we will see you later, I guess.
Well, I certainly
Guys.
hope so. He sort of undoes the gate and opens it. Says, I'll leave a note that some students and interestingly dressed transfer students are coming back. Make sure you have your student IDs with you so you can get back in.
Can I check my pockets and see if I have one?
Make a luck roll.
Oh boy. Damn it.
Yes.
A 6.
Because of the nature of how you came, you can, in fact, you can pull out your wallet, and you have your Oakshire University ID. But you don't have one for this school.
Okay. Interesting. All right. I will continue on.
Very well. So you all walk out. The gate is open. You take a few steps out. You see there is like kind of like it's like a little like nice. It's like it's definitely in a city or town, but it's sort of a more foresty area. There's a sort of a sidewalk leading towards it, and then there is a road. A car actually is like driving along it. It seems like it's a somewhat in use area. It is pretty misty and strange out here, certainly. But you guys get out and you hear this loud as the gate closes behind you. And after you take a few steps out, as you look back, you can tell that the walls of Darkmoor College are there. You see the glow of the sort of old-fashioned lanterns through their wrought iron housing. But you can no longer really see the area. Wednesday says...
Are Friedrich and I alarmed by this, or is this normal for us?
I think it is as alarming you feel your character would be by what I just described. It is not... You don't quite remember this vibe from previous excursions. But it is also raining, so that's probably a part of it.
It's just the atmosphere.
There's the rain is falling, and there's that, like, shh. Like, as cars pass, there's that, kind of that...
Yeah.
Kind of the headlights pass, and you see the rain flicker.
Am I seeing any cars that would indicate, like, when I am? Like, would I be able to determine...
Look under your vitality and make a look roll. There's not that many cars. There's just been a couple, but we'll see what you can see from what you've seen.
I lost my page. Oh, it's only 2. Okay, let's see, though. Nope. No matches.
It's just too dark. You just see headlights. It's... You know you're not in, like, the days of, like, they're not Model Ts.
Yeah.
You know? But they might be older cars. You can't really tell. Town is, Sophie will sort of... is pretty confident is about a 10-minute walk along this road. There's a sidewalk next to it.
Mm-hmm.
There is a bus stop a little bit away, but you're not sure. I think you've probably just usually walked.
These Americans, they should walk more. It's fine.
Yeah.
Shall we walk?
Yep.
Yeah.
Wednesday, are you okay to walk?
Of course, miss.
Okay.
I always walk. And Voluptuous Bikini team dancer will, she'll walk to a beat. She'll kind of do like a runway walk, like.
Mm-hmm.
She kind of hums along to herself a little bit. You hear it. She's always doing an 8 count. You guys begin walking along the path. A little way past the bus stop, you can see there is somebody actually standing in the standing on the sidewalk ahead of you. A woman. She seems a little seems to be dressed in somewhat old clothes of some kind. But she's kind of just on this path, and is kind of like standing near a tree. And she doesn't seem to have noticed you. She's kind of just like huddling and like kind of like looking into the woods with a little bit of nervousness.
Do we notice her?
You notice her for sure, but she does not seem to notice any of you.
Sophie.
So we can tell she is nervous?
She seems very nervous, yes.
Sophie, what is in the woods?
I do not know. Do I know? I do not know.
You probably would never have ventured into these woods, so you're not sure what, if anything.
Well, this is just... I have no interest. Is no culture. Have I ever heard anything about these woods? Like, since if I have gone to the movie theater?
let's see here. You have a thing that I put on there was something called Darkmoor College rumors. That is one of your knowledge categories. So, in light of that, I would say that you could actually make an analyze roll, adding a Darkmoor College rumors knowledge bonus to it. So that will give you a total of 5 d8s. So roll 5 d8s and see if you can get any matches.
Okay. Crap. Right there. 2 8s.
2 8s. There are.
Oh, which is knowledge secrets consideration.
That's a really good one to get in this. You definitely know there are a lot of rumors of bad things going on in the woods outside of Darkmoor. Some people call this specific area the Wood of No Return. Even though many people have ventured into them and returned, but there are a lot of stories of college students walking home late at night or whatever, or going from a party, passing these woods, never being heard from again.
Good story. Yes, these are woods. Many people go and come back, but some do not. Is common gossip. It's perhaps best not to go into these woods.
I agree.
Yeah, it does have quite a foreboding look about it.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
And I will, as we walk on though, I will look back at the woman to see if she's still there.
in your way. She's on the she's
on the
sidewalk. She's just looking into the woods, not really
Can
paying
we
attention to
see
you.
what she's seeing? Are we able to see?
You can make a look roll if you'd like to go. If you'd like to get sort of closer to her.
Sure.
You're certainly free to do that. From where you are now, you don't think you'll have a chance to see what she's seeing. But if you want to sort of get closer to her, you can certainly take a look.
Are we curious? I do not particularly care.
No, I don't have a good experience with the woods. Let's just head to the movie theater.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right.
Okay.
As you guys.
Do you mind if I smoke as we walk? I do not.
No, go ahead.
Thank you.
As you sort of approach this young woman, she does turn, and she kind of starts upon seeing you all, seeing sort of Sophie, and just she kind of has a freaked out look. Her eyes, she is wearing old-fashioned clothing. It is more old-fashioned than Wednesdays.
Whoa.
Guys. Oh, man.
That was a close one.
Anger builds inside of me, and I am feeling bad inside my heart, and also my heart.
You have a heart?
No. I have a thing that functions, that I am feeling bad inside my for all intents and purposes. For all intents and intensive purposes. Okay.
You have a clock heart that has 13 on it. Like the 10.
Yep.
But with 13.
Yeah. You know what? I like the sound of this. But she seems to be dressed in clothing older than Wednesdays, but much closer to Wednesdays than what any of you are wearing. Probably not super older. Actually, probably Sophie. You're
I'm a connoisseur of film.
You're a connoisseur of film. You would probably put her clothing into kind of the 19th century. Would be your guess.
Even 19th century from where? America?
She's just
Europe?
yeah, more British, Victorian sort of. Victorian,
Okay.
or even potentially like Edwardian. But she's kind of just looking with a little bit of nervousness at all of you.
And are you okay, miss?
I don't want any trouble. I'm just, I'm alright. Are you, Can you tell me where I am?
We are in paradise on our way to the movie theater.
Yeah.
I don't know what a movie theater is.
Wait.
Were we just coming from the college, yeah?
I didn't.
How do you not? You look like actors, no?
No, I'm a diver.
Where are you from?
I'm from Merkshire.
Did you just wake up here? I know that's a really weird question.
I was running. There was a man I thought was nice, but he seemed to not be nice at the end. He seemed to be something changed in Mr. Conrad.
This is all men.
He was. I saw something in his nose, and so I ran.
You saw something in his nose?
There was a thing coming out his nose. He didn't think I could see it at the time, but I saw it, and I run, and then he chased me, and then in the rain I lost him, but now I'm here, but I don't know where here is. Yes, Lauren?
Does Medina recognize the name Merkshire?
The name Merkshire, I suspect Medina would recognize.
Because of S.A. Rawlings.
Because of S.A. Rawlings.
S.A. motherfucking Rawlings.
What's your name?
I'm Paula.
Holly. I think I know someone from where you're from.
Oh, do ya?
Do you know an S.A. Rawlings by any chance?
Oh, I did meet Rawlings. I didn't know him so well, and then he left.
He left. What do you mean he left?
Well, he was at Bitter End for a time, and I was there because they were having me diving in the pool. But
is Bitter End another place like this, or another place like where you're from?
I'm not sure I know what you mean, but
That's fair.
I was at Bitter End, and that's where Mr. Conrad, Mr. Bourgeois, was chasing after me.
Okay.
And I run to here.
Okay. And I'll turn around to the others and say, guys, we need to bring her with us.
I do not know. She has never seen a movie theater. I would agree.
She's a friend of a friend also.
This is very strange.
Take her to the movies.
Is she from? Are you from some sort of cult?
No, I'm not a cultist, miss. I'm just a diver. I can hold my breath a long time. I dive in the pool.
And you have no breathing apparatus when you go underwater to help you with oxygen?
Just not into the arts.
I don't know nothing about an apparatus, but I just dive.
Okay, and
hold
do you
my
think
breath
that
and dive and find pearls or whatnot?
so if you're here, that guy Conrad that was chasing you, you think he's coming through the woods?
I'm where it is in the woods, but I don't.
Okay, why don't we let's go. Come on.
I don't want to get. She kind of like backs away from you all. I don't know what's up your noses.
What do you mean? What's up our noses?
I think something's up. I think there's something that goes up your nose and changes.
We do not use the cocaine. No.
I don't.
I do not.
Cocaine,
It's not good.
There's nothing. We have nothing in our noses. But if you want to, I understand you don't know us. I understand if you do not wish to come with us. But perhaps if you are scared of running from something, it is safer with more people.
Yeah, and listen, I'm not from here either. There's a lot of really strange things going on, but I will tell you that where I'm from and where I've been at the university, there's nothing that eats our noses. Flies through the air and tries to attack your face, yes, but not...
So you're not from Merkshire?
No. What is your name?
I'm Paula.
Oh, it is nice to meet you, Polly. You should come to the movies with us if you've never seen a movie theater. This is strange.
Yeah.
I don't.
Do you like stories?
Where are her clothing? She's almost just in her altogether.
She's not from here either. This is her cultural dress.
Is she a strumpet? Is she a top?
In a way. Yeah,
Definitely.
sure, but we support that in these times. Women's lib and everything. So she's totally fine to wear what she's wearing.
I don't know what a women's. I don't know what a lib is.
Liberation. Okay, girl, we've got a lot to catch up on. But I do think that we need to proceed forward and potentially away from the woods.
What do you dive in? Do you dive in the water? Or do you not wear a swimsuit?
No, I wear what's under this, but not.
So I do want to interject and I just want to let everyone know that my friend who is from where you're from, Polly, but my friend has let me know that there's just a lot that goes on where he's from Merkshire, and other places that potentially could be here.
I heard he ran off with a nun.
Sister Mercy.
Yeah, I heard he ran off with a nun. I was friends with Siobhan. But she never come back either. They all left. Everyone but Mr. Bourgeois and old Cravengate. Everyone else left.
Okay, let's go to the movie theater. Okay, well, yes, a lot of people are experiencing a lot of very strange things here, and I do think that we should get away.
She looked at me very old a few times.
Okay, I have no idea who that is.
Perhaps before we do anything, everyone should just take a couple deep breaths, yeah? When everyone is getting a little... I can sense that...
Sophie's gonna take a long drag on her cigarette, and then just blow the smoke in Friedrich's face.
Why are you doing this? Warum machst du das?
Wednesday...
Take a deep breath, please.
Medina, kind of up behind you, just Wednesday, sort of like gets near and says, Miss,
okay. I guess that doesn't change. I'm sorry, what?
She like puts like a creepy hand on your arm and is just like rubbing this. She goes, Miss, but she's whispering in your ear. And it's that thing where she's whispering, it's like a little kitten. You can just feel it in all your bones. And she says,
yes.
Miss.
Yes.
If you are planning on ambushing this woman, just say the word.
No, we're not. No.
I'm pretty
we're
sure
trying
we
to
could
nicely.
Kill her if that's what you wish to do.
No, definitely not. Appreciate the gregariousness that you have for helping, but no, we're not doing that. We're just trying to convince her nicely and in a non-physical way to... Can you not touch my arm like that? Thank you.
She steps back.
To come with us. We're going to get her to come with us. Polly, I think we should go to the movie theater. If you don't want to come, I understand. We're gonna go there. It's a building. We can figure out our next steps from there.
Make a persuade roll. Remember, it's under your will over the green. And remember, you can always spend your precious power. You get 1 back per hour. Speaking of which, if anyone here is not at full power, you may have 1 more back at this time.
Oh, yeah, so good. Danke.
Okay.
What, that gets you guys to 8?
Yeah.
Or you might have used some last time, but Felix is at 8 now. Good for him.
Okay, I will spend 2 then.
To give you an extra, so you have 3?
Yeah.
Alright.
Oh, why did I take my D13 out?
This I do not know, but I love it.
Devil.
Why are you wearing these clothes?
No matches.
No matches. Polly says, this is the only clothes we have. I don't have your kind of clothes or your kind of lack of clothes. And she sort of gestures to Voluptuous Bikini Team, and she's like, I love to share what I'm wearing if you ever want to try it on.
Okay.
Medina, I think this girl is not quite right.
Well, I mean, who is here? So, okay, Polly, you should come with us. Okay?
There's just so many noses, something could be hiding in Zolia.
How do you check? then. Do you want to look in my nose?
I don't know what I'm looking for, but maybe.
Okay, like, or like in the faculty where you have to like do the thing with salt.
I don't know what a faculty is.
What is the faculty?
It's a movie from like 1998. Right. Okay.
I have not seen this movie.
I know you haven't. It hasn't.
What
Is
is
her saying like year that would be like 1990 something? Like
Years
like,
don't. That just
okay,
sounds
yeah,
like
yeah,
it doesn't.
I figured, but yeah.
That's kind of like a whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So I would say if anybody else wants to try to convince Polly to come with them, they could. But so far she's.
I have failed.
Yeah. Look, Polly. By the way, my name is Leland.
Have you eaten?
Sorry, Friedrich was. What were you saying, Friedrich?
I was saying, yeah, sorry, it's rule of us for us to not introduce ourselves, but I am Friedrich. Again, I'm sorry that you have this experience, yeah, but I think that perhaps if we at least get you inside and then out of the rain, and then you can make your decision from there.
You can make a persuade roll as well.
New matches.
Sophie, if you would like to try to persuade her, it will come down to you.
Yes.
If you guys want to bring Polly along, otherwise she'll get murdered as soon as you leave. Remember, you can spend your power for extra dice, or to re-roll after the fact, or to change your roll after the fact.
There's persuade. Okay. I'll go ahead and spend 2.
Spend 2, that'll get you to 4.
5. Then I have a base of 3?
Yeah, so if you spend 2, it gets you to 4. It costs 2 to give you an extra die.
Whoops, I think I've been doing this wrong.
Oh, understood. Well, from the future, yeah.
Now I know. Whoopsie doozies. Okie dokie. That makes more sense. It seemed way too easy.
Yeah, it's yeah.
I mean, although it was still easy to spend them. I have 2 1s.
2 1s. All right. Well, that's structure, constraint, order, identity. Yeah. Okay. Sure. I'll say that. So, Sophie, what is your argument for her?
She's clearly not well, and we might know how to help her if she comes with us. She seems she needs help. Something is not right.
If you're persuading, it's sort of saying it to her. So, like, what is your argument to her? What is it that you sort of say that gets her to trust you guys? Because so far she didn't care about what these two said.
No, she does not care about us, and she does not. The bit numbers. I would ask her who she does trust. Who would she trust?
I suppose I'd trust Siobhan if she didn't have anything up her nose.
Who is Siobhan?
Siobhan was my friend. I thought she was a friend.
What did she do?
I found it in water. She thought something about me and her sister. I'm not really sure what she was. She could swim. But she wasn't a diver.
No, well, we swim, but we are not divers. But we do know this land, and you do not. Do you not want perhaps to listen to our wisdom? We will not force you to do anything. We will take you somewhere where there are people, away from the forest, and then you can come with us or not, please.
People make me nervous, but I'll come along, I suppose, a bit.
I don't think you are very good alone either, if you are being hunted.
I suppose I'm easy prey for the things in the nose. Or the throat, or wherever they come out of. I saw these sort of little ropes coming out his nose and his mouth in the shadow.
Are you hungry? Have you eaten?
I'm pretty hungry, yeah.
Have you ever had the popcorn if you've never been to the movies?
That's what Mr. Bishwa wanted to do. He wanted to find a way to shock Khan.
No, not shock. He's already shocked. We
wanted to do it automatic. He talked about it a lot. I want to automatically shock my corn.
No, it's a food. The corn is already shucked.
It is heated
and then it's corn that you popped.
Yeah.
I'll try it.
And then covered in butter.
Mm-hmm. I know butter. I like butter.
Well, this is not. I'm not gonna say it. Never mind. Let's go to the movies.
All right. So Sophie with promises of food. All right, you guys carry.
Anyone is through their stomach?
Before too long, you see more lights ahead. There does seem to be sort of a there seems to be a town up ahead. However, in the middle of the street, you see a large American motorcycle, like a big old Harley, largely like kind of dented in the front, kind of the front of the chassis just kind of slipped off. The whole thing is on fire. You smell the burning of rubber. You cannot tell from the flame if there is anyone like dead on it, but there's a burning bike in the middle of the road.
I hope whoever that was is okay and is getting proper treatment. I mean, can I see anything?
Make
that,
a
like,
look roll.
looks-
Yeah, you can take a. You
Take
can
a
always
gander?
take a closer gander.
I'd love to take a gander. Nope.
It's just the light is too bright and kind of flickering too intensely.
Yeah, I can't tell what I cannot see anything that was going on.
You guys continue on. You notice there's a large mountain kind of rising up to one side.
Do I recognize this mountain?
No. You Medina, you were not an expert on Blood from a Stone stuff. Like, that was not your primary field of study.
Well, I'm just wondering if it's Longimus Mond, I would recognize the shape.
It is not.
Oh,
This is a perfectly reasonable, forgot about the mountain character you were friends with. No, this is a sort of dusty, muddy mountain. This is the mountain that appeared at one end of Main Street in Paradise after Tobacco Toast crossed in. And where all the monsters are from. This mountain, sort of like, you can see that there's like a little main street beyond. You hear like loud engines like roaring, and the squeal of tires up ahead. As you guys sort of begin to approach. You also notice, like, now you're beginning to see a few sort of people. There's also the odd car will come. Sometimes cars will come like blazing out of this area, like really fast. Sometimes bikes, and occasionally a car will sort of putter in. Medina, as you're getting a closer look at these, and there's a little bit more light around, they all do look to be pretty old-fashioned.
Okay.
You're beginning to see some people. There is a guy sitting kind of like against like the wall of one of the first buildings you reach. He has kind of like a metal cup sort of out, you know, as if like for kind of panhandling sort of vibe. He's wearing a sort of a suit, but he's got the jacket is like off and he's sort of sitting on it, but he's got like a fedora on and like a, you know, kind of like a whatever kind of a, whatever kind of like, he looks very to Sophie and Medina, he looks very like film noir 1930s sort of vibe guy.
Looking at the people, is there anyone who seems inhuman, like one of the creatures that I would have seen back at Oakshire?
As you're looking here, right now you're mainly sort of seeing just like silhouettes of people in the distance. You're not super close. The man there, he does look human as far as you can tell. He has kind of like a pencil mustache. And he's like, hey, anybody, hey, you guys spare a dime? Spare a dime for a guy out on his luck, huh? Anybody spare a dime?
And does he seem normal to us, or
He
strange?
seems very old-fashioned, but he seems like a normal human being.
It's not normal to see this
Yeah, not normal to see
I think-
like a Runyon character on the street. Yeah.
I'm beginning to think we are in some sort of theater production. These people are all very strange.
Yeah, spare a dime. It's fine if you can't. I understand it's hard times. Bless all of you.
I'm gonna pull out one of the dread coins and say, does this mean anything to you?
Whoa. That looks. No, I mean, I appreciate any help you can provide. I even take foreign currency. That's fine by me. Yeah, I'm sure that can get me a square meal somewhere, please. Yeah, I appreciate it, miss.
I'm just wondering if you have information on it. And she'll pull out her wallet, and does she have any cash in it?
Sure.
Okay, I'll give him a couple dollars in his cup.
Whoa. Thanks. No, I never seen anything like that before.
Are you sure?
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I'm sure.
What's going on around here?
Drag racing over there, and sure enough, you see there are like cars that are like peeling out and racing just like straight down Main Street. There's kind of like a Main Street sort of town is over there. You see it's lit up with there's a few restaurants, and in the distance you can see like the bulbs of a movie theater, kind of like the bigger marquee array of bulbs.
Are you from around here?
No, I'm not really sure where. Not really sure. I don't know if this is like a podunk town outside the city. I kind of woke up with a hangover. I'm not exactly sure where I ended up, to be honest with you. But it's people around here have been friendly enough. Not everyone's trying to knife you around here.
How did you get here?
I was drinking. I was on a jag. I'm not really sure. Where is here anyway? Somebody says paradise, but I couldn't tell if that's the town name or they're just joking around. Is it like ironical? Tyrannical?
Ironic.
Is this a word?
Yeah, you tell me. I'm not so good with words. I am good at numbers though. You want to play a numbers game?
No. Where are you from?
Yeah, the city.
Which city?
Yeah, Hysteles. What other city is there? That's the big city. That's the town of dreams.
I'm not familiar with these Hysteles.
Yeah, I do not know. I've never heard of Hysteles before.
Yeah.
That's interesting you say that, because Sophie, you actually probably have heard of Hysteles in a movie or two that you've seen.
Oh.
Yeah. You're not sure if it's a real place or something that's been reused in multiple fictions. Friedrich, it is probably more likely you've never come across the term. But Sophie, you actually have heard of Hysteles.
It took me a minute. It's not real. So if I've heard of it in film, is it a real place that films have been filmed in, or is it like a fake place in movies?
It's a great question. I'm going to say that you can maybe make rolls, but like it's not something at the time. You saw a movie and it said it was in a place called Hysteles, and you saw another movie that referenced Hysteles, and you weren't sure at the time. You were like, "Oh, that must be a real place," or maybe it's a reference to that other movie. You're not sure. That kind of vibe.
So it seems like it is a real place.
Yeah, it's a real place. I mean, ain't it? Whoa, hey, she ain't got no clothes on. Hey, honey, you ever worked at the Bad Dragon?
Would I have seen the Bad Dragon in the film?
Make a luck roll. Let's see if the Bad Dragon was ever in one of those films.
Did I hear it mentioned in regard to Sister Mercy?
I think you left before they really got into all that.
Damn.
8.
With an 8, you feel like maybe somebody said it. There was never a scene there, but maybe there was a reference. The term sounds vaguely familiar to you, but you don't.
I don't know what it is.
Exactly.
It's not.
And Polly kind of very nervously, kind of just like comes up behind you and whispers into your ear, Medina, in a way that is still really upsetting, but not quite as bad as Wednesday's. And goes, check his nose.
Sorry, check what?
Check his nose to see if there's anything living in it. He's got any monsters in his nose.
Okay, I'm gonna like crouch down in an awkward way and like try to look for
This is the very rude American.
Make a luck roll, Medina. Roll solo. Please roll solo.
Please roll as high
7.
7. 7's a pretty good. So the good news for you is he doesn't interpret that as you weirdly trying to kiss him. So he's just like, he's kind of like, he's like moving away from you, like, what is this broad doing? But he's not doing so in a way where he's like making it so you can look into his nose, I suppose. I will tell you that without a roll, you don't see any tendrils.
I will let her know.
You don't see any beaked tentacles poking out. Yeah.
I don't see anything.
Hey. Okay. You notice that she's like looking in your nose while she's talking to you, and she's been kind of getting around to everyone else's.
I'll like show her.
Yeah. And he says, what the hell are these people doing? Yeah, that's weird.
When I saw the movie with Hystelius, was it black and white?
Yes.
Oh.
Okay. And this man is normal looking. He's not black and white.
He's not black and white. He's in color.
Okay. Yes. What? So, Hystelius is kind of a rough place, no?
Yeah.
I'm asking him. What is your name?
Don't introduce us to NPCs without being ready for us to
We're
ask.
gonna ask their names.
Have we had a Charlie yet?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
We need like a show Bible. Can someone put this together?
I have one. I just didn't want to have to do multiple control finds. If we don't have a Charlie, we're going with Charlie. Charlie, what's his... we'll call it... His name is Charlie Racket.
Sounds
so good.
Sounds good. Works. Is Charlie is Hystelius is a rough place, no? He's rough.
Yeah, it's no rougher than anywhere else. I mean, it's a city of, everyone's in it for themselves, but, this place sounds like paradise by comparison, right? Maybe that's what it's called that. But I just been sort of sitting here. People aren't too generous, but some people like you are, even though they kind of look at you weird.
How did you get here from Hystelius? It's far, no?
He's mentioned several times. He doesn't know. He woke up drunk. He's not sure.
Yes. Sorry.
But he's kind of like, I keep telling you, I'm sorry if you don't like drinking. Sorry. It's
fine. It's fine. I do not speak English. For sometimes I struggle.
Oh yeah, I heard an accent on you. You're foreign. Yeah. It's all right.
What's the vibe, the like ambiance of where you're from? What are the typical goings on? Yeah.
Oh, everyone's dreaming of making it big in the big city. Everyone's got a little angle. Got a scam. Got an idea.
Oh, and how's is there like and she's thinking about like comics and like stuff, and she's like, big city must have a mayor.
There's a mayor, yeah. Oh, the judges usually. So the city council, the judges, they can control things a little more, if you know what I mean.
Oh, like
of course, we recently had a judge go, which was a big scandal.
a lot of corruption.
They're pretty sure his mistress killed him. They couldn't explain it otherwise, but I heard rumors it was something else. He went through some door, and who knows what happened to him. That was Judge Blunder.
Yeah. It seems like.
Yeah.
And are any of these? No, it wouldn't. Oh, she left before she would have known about Hystelius. Damn it.
Yeah, she left before the bad dragon showed up because someone just doesn't like anyone who plays in the Monday games.
What is this bad dragon?
Don't start that rumor. That's not true.
What's a snapdragon? The bad dragon?
What is this bad dragon? It was in a movie once. I do not know.
Well, I suppose since you're foreign and she's half dressed, and these other two are clearly into some kind of kinky dress up something, and this one was trying to look at my nose. I won't try to like speak too properly in front of these ladies. What's the polite way to say titty pop? It was strip club. Because you can see the little strips sometimes they have. Yeah.
But is burlesque?
Burlesque.
Yeah, burlesque. That's the stuff. Although there's some pretty crazy shows there. I once saw this Phoenix.
I do not think it would be crazier than France.
As you want it to be.
Sorry, what's that, buddy?
Burlesque can be as crazy as you want it to be, yeah.
I suppose. I mean, it's just, it's kind of expensive to get in there. You got to get past the door thing. He's a big snake guy, he's a real snake. Not so easy to get past him.
Yeah, I'm sure that he is not trustworthy.
All men are snakes. This is true.
Well, no, then what the hell are you talking about? Not all men are snake. That guy's not a snake. Neither is that guy who looks just like him. Neither is me.
Are there snake men where you're from?
Well, yeah. Are there not snake men where you're from?
There's eyes, but just said.
According to some rumors about some of the girls I know, you're missing out.
What other kinds of like people are there where you're from?
I mean, you mean besides the usual kinds?
What are the usual kinds?
Yeah.
I mean, for me, the usual kinds are like us.
Oh,
you know,
well, I mean,
very-
basically, you're all humans, like I'm a human, and, you know, it's just the normal stuff, just us and brickborns and rat folks and gremlins, smoking ones, you know them. Yeah, just the
She's
normal.
gonna turn to Sophie and Friedrich and say, I told you something weird is going on.
Oh, yes, it's very weird. It's very weird. Did not say no. There's a ghoul that tried to eat my face. It's very weird.
No, I mean just like in general, with like, I think this is a dreadland, and she'll say that in earshot of him. Does he react?
He doesn't.
Okay.
But make a luck roll.
Oh damn! No,
Come on.
no, 2.
2.
Yeah.
Cool. So that means
No.
that bad luck. So in other words, like, you know, the lower you go, the bad luck. The higher you go, 12, until you get to 13, and then it's my luck. But with a 2, that's pretty bad luck. So,
Well,
tell you what, roll another d13.
Yeah.
I hate.
I've been doing
this.
some stuff off the end, but why don't you do one?
I don't want to play this game
Did you roll
anymore.
13?
Can you do it?
I did.
You rolled 13 for real?
At least it wasn't me.
Okay, so what's really cool about this is that you just rolled something on a table for me. But in addition to that, I was hoping it would happen next week, but instead,
Ugh.
so roll one more. Let's see if there's a horror surge on top of this.
Don't want it.
Uh-oh. Were you about to show us on your camera that there's a horror surge?
Yeah, but then I realized everything's a mess. But yeah.
Yeah, baby.
All right. So,
I'm gonna have a panic attack.
I'm going to bed.
as you
Good
mentioned...
night. I'm not doing this.
Okay, well,
I'm kidding.
I'm going to give you guys an option. It's coming up on 9 o'clock.
Yeah, let's say this for next week when shit can get real.
If you guys want to, we can call it a very early night. And session and a multiple of 13 will start with the Dreadstorm.
I
Yeah.
would like that. I would like that also because I believe Zane will be able to play next week. So,
Oh, okay. That's true.
and I think
Okay,
it
so
would be fun.
he can die in person and be there when Polly dies. Great. Okay, cool. So
Yeah.
then I think that as this is going to be a very short session tonight. But I think that narratively speaking, typically I would start something like it is technically still before 9 and I could get into a thing, but what's about to happen? But we will end with a sort of descriptive moment. So you say Dreadland, and Charlie's like, what the I don't know what you're talking about. But there's this crack of thunder above, and as the rain intensifies Medina, you begin to smell that moving through it is this mist. Sickly sweet with a coppery taste. You see, a dreadstorm, now that there are no dreadlands, is what brings the mist. A dreadstorm is where the mist begins to pour out of the sky, and everyone starts looking up as this kind of like purple clouds begin to break, filling your lungs with that sort of scent of these things. And yet, there's a figure down the road who goes, wait, Dreadland? Somebody knows about Dreadlands. And you see sort of moving through the fog is this man. He is dressed as a human. He's dressed in kind of like jeans, and he looks much more contemporary Medina. He looks more sort of like of your time. He's wearing some kind of like he's got like an ID tag on, or probably actually a lanyard now that I think about it. And he has like a walkie earpiece. And he's like, wait, we have people at Dreadlands. Can we get talent over here? And he's emerging, and following behind is like a cameraman who's kind of like moving, and like right behind them is a woman who's like, she has like a microphone, and her hair is kind of like done up in this sort of like very, and she's like, oh great, yeah, oh wait, okay, sure, wait, what do we know? And he's just come on, it's a breaking story, and they're moving toward you. And as the mists begin to pour out of the sky, and an man on the street team from the surfing domain is here to report on what's going on with the Dreadlands. That is where we will end tonight's session. Well, guys.
Well, sorry.
No, what are you saying you're sorry for? Remember how it's a horror surge, though? We haven't even gotten to that part, but it's gonna be.
No. Yeah, so it's a horror
so
surge. So instead of a dread storm, it's a horror surge.
No, it's both.
Oh, okay. Great.
Whenever there's 13.
I think this is the second time I've rolled one that is both.
Yeah, I think that seems correct. Okay, so this is gonna be good next week. We are on the 7th 13, which, if we are thinking of it, 13 total 13s, not that it's necessarily ending when there's 13 13s, just if we're imagining this is like the middle 13. So in Aristotelian drama, this is like the climax, you know, rising action, climax, falling action, catastrophe.
This voluptuous bikini team girl dance person here, there's definitely a climax.
Yeah, there is. It's
Galanorian
usually the guys who
Saber
come in just wearing sweatpants.
just said the most terrifying thing I've ever read.
What was that?
Philip has a whole week to plan a horror surge.
That's true. Although in some ways I think it's better when they just happen, kind of when I just have to plan them on the spot. But we will do a special horror surge for next week. So we are ending a little early. Apologies if that is taking away entertainment too fast. But I do think, given everything that's happened and the sort of mounting sense of dread, it is probably better to have the whole crew here to die together next week on the streets of paradise, in front of a live news crew.
Hell yeah.
As Medina knows of Dreadlands. Well, that's awesome. Thank you guys so much for watching. I think we have people to thank from chat tonight. I was seeing something earlier on.
Yeah, so with like Minnesota Twins gave out a couple of community subs tonight, so thank you very much for that. Downtown Julie cheered 100 bits, so thank you for cheering. Book and Dagger, I know, is not currently here, and we'll catch the VOD, but resubbed for 24 months, so you know, that's so much. Book and Dagger is literally one of our day ones.
That's almost 2 years.
He's been subbed longer than I have.
Yeah. Steinbergler resubbed for only 22 months. I think
I don't like that guy.
Yeah, he sucks. He definitely doesn't stream on Twitch infrequently, playing Golden Sun and Magic the Gathering. Steinbergler.
There we go. Yeah, just make sure you say that because people complain about it.
For the record, it's him.
Yeah.
I'm not being mean to one of our incredible supporters.
No, she's being mean to one of our incredible, handsome, talented, and funny and caring players.
I don't think we have any handsome, talented, funny, and caring players.
Yeah, Zane.
Nah, he's not one of those. I'm not going to say which one, but there's one of them.
We'll leave that to you, the audience, to figure that out.
Time for a Twitch poll. Which of the following is Zane not?
How do we do a poll? How do we do a fucking poll?
We're not doing a poll. It's fine. It's too much work. It's fine. He's all of them, and so are all of you. Oh Lord. Lauren, do you want to talk about things you stream?
I am back on the stream wagon. Streaming, probably not. I don't know what I'm streaming, but I will be on Thursdays at 7 or 7:30 Pacific time. At the Rose Explodes.
Very cool. Liv, do you want to mention anything that's not at all a big deal or
yeah, well, first of all, I would just like to apologize to everyone. It looks like my mic is actually working now, and so I'm used to having to like talk a lot to get over someone and kind of cut people off, and I apologize tonight for that. Yes, so first I want to say that. Also, yeah, I think probably everyone who's here knows, but my second episode of Star Trek came out on Thursday. So I am in it. My name is actually in the credits.
That's so awesome.
Very exciting.
I saw him.
Um,
I nearly paused and took a picture. Then I was like, she has seen this already. I don't need to do that.
Listen, I love getting that shit. Right now, since this may be the only thing that ever happens. But yes, knock on wood. So yeah, that came out and there's 2 episodes left. I will not be in them. If you have not seen the episode yet, I don't want to spoil anything. But check back in if you want to know about my character's a name and stuff. Anyway, she's fine. She's totally fine. And also a music video I was in came out today as well. I posted a link to that in my Instagram story and on Twitter there as well. My friend Jason Charles Miller has put. Yeah,
he's nice to us many times.
He's nice to us. He sends us raids sometimes. Yeah. I've been in. This is the 3rd music video of his that I have been in. So I'm joking that we have our own little cinematic universe happening. And the first time he threw me into a studio with Stormy Daniels, the true story. The second time he had me drive out into the middle of the desert where I thought I was certainly going to die because there were no signs and no roads. And this time he had me drive up into the mountains in the middle of the night. Also no GPS, worked at a certain point and had no reception. So I think he's just on a quest to like terrorize me in different situations. Stormy was not a terror. Stormy was a delight. But the other 2, I was like, what's going on?
And rock stars, they're just like us.
She was very, very lovely. Big fan. But yeah, so that came out too today, which is pretty cool.
Very cool. Well, congrats on all that. Also, wow, Galanorian Saber, you found about us from a Jason Charles Miller raid. That's awesome.
That's awesome.
Wow. There you go. Yeah, he sent us a lot of people. That's super cool.
Well, definitely go check out the new music video. It's good.
Very cool. Well, yeah. So thanks so much for watching. Please follow our channel if you're new, or you don't follow us already. Definitely follow, because like all you do to follow is just click follow. But then also subscribe if you are able to do so, and especially if you use your free one you already have with your Amazon Prime account, since almost everyone has that. And if you don't use it here, just use it somewhere because it's free. You know, it's just like a thing you can like tack on somewhere. What else is going on? We have other shows on this channel. Some of them weirdly intersect with this. On Sunday, we are back with Here Be Dragons, where they're finishing up a murder mystery. On Monday, we have Lost Lore Academia, where Medina knows nothing about that place or what goes on there. Tuesday, I believe we are off this week from... we had 2 weeks off of the thing, so now that we're kind of off on when they are, they used to be the thing, but we don't have Gray in the Dark this week. We might be doing something on Wednesday, though. I'll let you know about that ASAP. And then 1 week from tonight, rejoin us here for the 91st episode of Blood from a Stone, which is a multiple of 13, so expect, in addition to the Dreadstorm and Horror Surge that will be starting that episode, there'll be some other rough surprises as well. It's going to be awesome. Yeah, that's what we've got. Thanks so much everybody for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this silliness that we did tonight. I guess I will even mention, just like we did Charlie Racket. He's a new guy. But Polly, that woman they met, is actually an old favorite character who, based on a role I made, she was not immediate. She ran away from Conrad when he was trying to have things come out of his face and murder her. So she's around. How long she'll survive remains to be seen. Thank you guys so much. You are all wonderful to watch us and to play here. I appreciate it greatly. We will see you next time, and until then, have a dreadful night.
Ooh.